Hi everyone, it's Michael Citron with the Parkland Parrot real estate team at RE/MAX Park Creek. Hello out there in Facebook Live. This is our fourth installment of our hashtag Ask Michael Monday. So we've had 3 other episodes, had a lot of people look at our videos, ask a lot of great questions. So if you have any questions right now, if you're after work time and you possibly want to ask a question, please do so here, or you can always contact us and we'll be happy to answer your questions directly. So again, our segment's going to be, we talk first about some motivation. I'm going to give a couple motivational quotes that I enjoyed reading recently by former coach, University of Miami and Miami Dolphin and Dallas Cowboy coach Jimmy Johnson. A couple great quotes. We'll go into that. We'll go into our weekend review. We had a really busy week, amazing amount of business. We're getting into the holiday season, but it doesn't look like it for us. And then we're going to go over a couple questions which justify the Ask Michael Monday. 2 questions that we've been receiving lately on the buyer side. We did some great questions that we received in regards to sellers. Now we have some really good buyer questions as serious buyers are in the market looking to purchase. So we're going to start off by talking about the motivational quotes. The 2 that I liked by Coach Jimmy Johnson was, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is the little extra. And I emphasize this to our team all the time here at RE/MAX and our Citron Real Estate Group, that just do the little extras. Do the things that you need to do to get yourself ahead of everybody else. You know, this past week, a friend of mine that I've known for 20 years wanted to purchase some properties in Jupiter. I don't specialize in Jupiter. I honestly, tried to refer him to an agent there, but he really wanted and felt comfortable working with me. So I got up real early, I made these showings, and I went all the way to Jupiter while I had all this business going on in this area. So I worked really late at night and worked through Sunday to midnight in order to catch up. So I wouldn't lose any people, of our clients buying and selling here locally, so I could still take care of, a good friend of mine that I've known for very long. And it was great that he relied on my expertise, knowing him for 20 years, to go that extra mile, to go to an area that I'm not so familiar with. But now I really know that area very well in Palm Beach Gardens and Jupiter, so I could be an expert for somebody. So it's really good to understand that you need to do the extra, to be extraordinary. Don't do what everybody expects. Don't be the 9 to 5 or the only thing that you're looking to do is punch out. Do the extra things to make your colleagues and your boss and your clients see that you're really trying to exceed their expectations by going that extra mile. The other quote, I watched a motivational clip on, I think it was on HBO, and they did a story on Coach Johnson, and he went to back to the University of Miami, and he spoke to players, spoke to the coaches, and he gave this great, pep talk, so to speak, about, what he does and how he coached and how he prepares every week for the next game. And he said a saying that really, stuck with me. It said, "Fatigue makes cowards of us all." And he talks about a team, a sport, that if you work hard and you practice every day and you perfect your skill, that in the end, you won't be tired, you won't be looking to give up, you won't be on the sidelines ready to throw in the towel. You'll be ready and ready to exceed. And when you're prepared, you have fun. And just like in real estate, I work extra hard. I get up every morning 4:45. I look at these motivational things. I put our to-do list together. I go work out at the gym and really dive into getting a great workout. These are things that I do so I can not be fatigued, that I can last the whole day and work into the evening. That's what our clients deserve. That's what our team deserves. And I'm there and I have their back. So fatigue makes cowards of us all. So don't be a coward. Nobody wants to be a coward. And if you want, you can, certainly Google these, Coach Johnson, look at he's a great motivational speaker. I've met Coach Johnson many times, and just real inspirational. And you certainly should imply a lot of what he has achieved successfully in his career in your business or your daily practice with your family. So those are some quotes that I really enjoyed reading and watching. So the other thing is, what our next segment is the week in review. So we had a really busy week. We had a closing on Friday in Parkland's Tall Pines community. I want to thank Terry Rundle, who's our seller. He's a commercial real estate agent. I learned a lot from him. He's a veteran agent, and he listed his house with me. He could have listed it himself. He has his real estate license, and he listed it with me because he knew I would really do a great job for him. And we got a great price for his house. It closed very quickly, and I really feel honored that I was able to exceed his expectations and work with him. And I learned a lot about commercial real estate in the process. So I want to thank Terry. We had three new listings that we put on the market. We put under contract this weekend and into today. So great that we were able to get our clients great prices, and I got over asking on one, and real close to asking on the other two. So really excited for our clients. And we're already in November, and we're getting these great offers from great buyers. We also met multiple appraisers. We did some videos on how to meet the appraiser and present the best comparables and presentation for really to truly get values up higher. So we can get those homes sold for as much money as possible. So it was certainly another successful week. So getting into the questions that we've had from clients of the past and this past week, what we've been experiencing, I really thought it was good to go with a buyer themed questions that we've been getting a lot lately, as the listing side as well as working with buyers. So we got this one question. I thought it was a great question: how to make a buyer's offer stand out. So, for example, we put a property on the market this past week, and we had so many showings, dozens and dozens of showings. We had a great house. It was priced right, in a great neighborhood, and we just had an amazing turnout of buyers. I couldn't believe how many offers we received. And I saw a lot of the agents present really great offers, but also try to connect with the seller. So I say, when you have a property that you really want to buy, maybe you're looking for a while, when you see that house come on the market, wherever you're looking online, and then you go to it, that house is going to sell. It's priced right. It's in the right area. It's got upgrades. Whatever the connection is, you know it's going to sell. So in order for you to get the right house and get in front of other competing offers, what should you do? Well, I recommend connecting on an emotional connection with the seller. How are you going to do that? Well, this home probably is the owner's house they've lived in for a while. They've had family. They have an emotional connection. So you got to connect with them emotionally in order for them to take your offer as serious as possible over other offers. So I see lately a lot of people write letters, personal letters, introducing themselves, telling how great they would love to live there, how their families would enjoy, how they're turning the keys over to somebody who's going to appreciate the home as well as the actual seller. Great letters, handwritten. I've had people put pictures of their families. I see now with technology, as we're doing Facebook Lives right now, why not do a video? Introduce yourself. Show your family. Show your dog, your cat, your kids. Show that you are a real person and you're not just an offer, a piece of paper, a number with multiple offers possibly on a property. You could even do a video while you're there at the house. I mean, people have looked at our listing 3 times. They came back because they loved it so much and they wanted to make sure it was the right property. On that third visit or second visit, break out your iPhone, break out your phone and take a quick video saying, these are my kids. They're sitting down in your couch. They're going to enjoy watching the TV and have their special occasions here on your dining room table. That will make an emotional connection with that seller. I promise you, they will look at your offers a little bit more seriously. So that's one thing you could do, writing a handwritten letter. I always say presentation is everything. So with your agent, make sure that you have all the documents presented in your offer. Make sure it's typed up, clean. Make sure you have your escrow check written. Make sure your pre-approval is typed up. Make sure that it's easily accessible via email for the agent to get that information. I also tell agents that they should call the listing agent. If you're the buyer representing the buyer, that the buyer's agent should call the listing agent and get some information. Maybe pick the brain of that listing agent. I get it all the time. I play great poker for my sellers. I don't tell them as much, but sometimes a listing agent will let it out. That the seller might need to sell or close at a certain period of time. Maybe they have offers on the house already and they haven't made a decision. Whatever. This insider information, this legally insider information that you're getting, can be used when you sit down with your buyer, when you're sitting down thinking about putting an offer in. If that buyer's agent's gone to bat for you and possibly gets a little bit of information on the and the listing agent. Maybe they've done deals together. Maybe your agent knows the listing agent. Any way to get you a better deal. I always work well with all of our agents in the area. I always say clients come and go, but agents, we work together forever. So I learned that years ago. So, you definitely want to get that information so that you can present the best offer. Have a great contract. Have all your ducks in a row. I also say when you get your loan approval, get a direct underwriter approval. Go the extra step with the bank that you're working with or the lender, so that when you present that offer, the seller's agent and the seller will know that you have done your due diligence, that you're not just pre-qualified and provided a couple pieces of information on yourself. Maybe you got your credit pulled, but they didn't get your bank statements or your tax returns. Make sure you fully are pre-approved. So when that listing agent presents that offer, they're like, wow, I got a video, I got a letter, I got pictures. These people are almost banging down the door to buy your house. They love it. These are the buyers we need to focus on. That's the motivation. That's what we do for our clients. And I saw a lot of that with some really good offers that we had on our listing this past week. I would also say that if you work with a great lender that gets you that direct underwriter approval, why don't you have that lender reach out just as much as your buyer's agent is going to reach out to the listing agent and get your offer presented, get it at the top of the list. Have the lender call, have them go to bat for you. I have our lender call, text, email, say, I got everything I need. If I was in your shoes, this is going to be an easy sale for your clients. I got all their personal information. They're ready to go. They're 100% qualified. If you need anything, you let me know. If I'm a listing agent and I hear that from a lender, wow. Lenders, I hear most listing agents don't call the lender, when they get the pre-approvals. They just go by the piece of paper, and that's not enough. So make sure your lender goes to bat for you as much as your buyer's agent and yourself with your presentation. I think that will be a really informative way of getting your offer presented at its best. Now understand, I said presentation is everything. So you want to create an emotional connection with the seller, as well as the listing agent. You want to have a presentation that's sound, that has all the things that they need, that a listing agent expert will want, and maybe have your buyer's agent call the listing agent in order to ascertain some information that you might not get by just looking on the MLS, just looking at the disclosures that might be attached. Make sure that you get everything possible. So at the end of the day, you're ready to go. So when you're looking to buy for a house and we get to the point that we're ready to make an offer, I say first meet with your agent, connect with that agent, meet them at their office, look at properties online, have them ask all the questions to make sure they know where you're looking to move to. And then you'll be able to really know what you're doing and do your homework with your lender so you're ready to go when you're in the car. So that's really the best ideas I've seen with using technology in today's real estate market. So that's the one question. The second question I got was just a very general question. Buyers being very nervous about this experience of buying. They don't know what to do. They don't know what first to do. They maybe never bought before, or they haven't bought or sold a house in many years. So when you're buying a house today, the question was, what's the best advice I can give to somebody who's out of the area coming to South Florida? And I would tell you this. I always tell our clients that we're working with, when we first sit down, you got to buy three things. You first buy the city, then you buy the neighborhood, then you buy the house. So it's really important. So when somebody comes to me, Michael, I have kids. I want to be in the best school districts. I want to be free. Safety's an issue. I want a gated community. The demographics. I want to live in an area that has people like my family, the age range. Where do you recommend? So of course I live in Parkland. I live the Parkland lifestyle. I recommend that. There's Weston. There's Boca. So those are the cities first. So if we can maybe find a fact-finding mission of looking at what cities, maybe I show a couple properties in Parkland, a couple properties in Boca, a couple properties in Weston. If those are the cities that match what the buyer's needs are at once, then I know what city. So say we find Parkland, for example. They love Parkland. The next thing is the neighborhoods. What kind of neighborhood? Do they want to buy a house that's a turnkey property? Do they want to? They don't mind a smaller lot with more turnkey features that's newer, or do they want an older community in East Parkland that has more land and has bigger bedroom sizes, and that has a little bit more character? Those are things that will make me decide what buyer's community they're looking for. So if you find the city, you buy in the community. The next is the house itself. That's could be the hardest part, you think, but it's not. Because if you find the city, if you find the neighborhood, and then you find the actual house, the model you want, That's it. You got what you're looking for, and you really find a dream house that you really love and appreciate. You're associating with people in the city, the schools, the neighborhood, everything that that city offers. Then you're getting into the community. It's like the smaller version of the city. You want to associate with your neighbors and know who's living next door to you and what amenities they have and what things that your family really wants and desires. And then lastly, the house. Do you need a model that's a 2-story? Do you want a split floor plan? Do you need a 3-car garage? Is a pool a must? Those are things about the house themselves. And then once you get all those things, you're just waiting for the right property. Because the one thing I don't want to do is take you out and look at hundreds of houses and make your head spin and make you feel nervous and make you have that butterfly feeling in your stomach. And I think that's what a lot of people are the misconception of buying a house. Looking on Zillow, looking on Realtor.com or our Remax or Parkland.com, looking at a website and just saying, I need to go out and look at houses and just start looking. And it's great, fact-finding mission, I call it. I don't let it say we're looking at houses. We're looking really first. We don't even know where you want to be. We don't know what city, what neighborhood, what house itself. So I think that process for agents, you should do that. For buyers, they certainly should be looking at the city, the neighborhood, then the house. Because then at the end, you don't have to look at so many properties. You don't have to waste so much time and be circling back and forth and possibly miss a dream home that came on the market that you just weren't ready for. So get pre-approved for a mortgage first. Get a meeting with your agent. I hope it's us. I'd love to earn your business of trust. And then finally, put the 3-step process of learning the city, the neighborhood, and then the house itself. Great advice, great questions. Please keep them coming. I love to earn your trust and business and real estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, if you're looking to earn, to think about buying during the holiday, we're here. We're available to take you out. Our team's amazing. We're going to set record sales this year. We love to earn your business trust. If you're looking to sell your house, look at our website, myparklandhomevalue.com, to get information on what your home could sell for. Our Parkland Squawk report is going to be in the mail this week. It's got some great information that I'm sure you all would want to ascertain. So be on the lookout in your mailbox for it. We'll do another video on it. And also, if you have any questions, real estate related, you need a moving company. We work with a lot of great contractors as well. We're giving a lot of people advice on how they can improve their home if they've been our clients for a long time, or they're getting ready to put their home on the market. Maybe they need a great handyman. So we can certainly help you if we're selling your house today, selling your house tomorrow, in the future. Please give us a call at 954-609-0591. I appreciate you taking the time on this Ask Michael Monday. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them anytime, anywhere, any place. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening with your family tonight. Take care.